Good morning. It is about 6:15 in the morning, and we'll go and have a shower now before it gets busy. Go and have a shower now before it gets busy, and then sort some stuff out. Head to the hospitality, have some brekkie, and then this morning I've got to go to the new BSB riders briefing at 8, and then after that they also want me to do my headshot, and then really until 10:30 I'm not doing anything. I've got a nice chilled hour and a half, 2 hours until scrutineering, and then again another little break until midday-ish for thought practice, which we get half an hour for. So yeah, looking forward to getting out on the bike for the first time, and we're not rushed with practice or anything, so we got a good half an hour, and then after that we are qualifying around 5 o'clock in the evening as well. So yeah, it's quiet. Most people are still in bed. Don't blame them, to be fair, but yeah, time for a shower. Right, we're all showered, sorted out now. So I think it's about time that I head up to get some brekkie. I am starving much. But here we are. Alright, that's scrutineering done for my kit. Now we're getting the bike done. We're out around midday for FP1. Dave on the bike, making sure it's all good. Looking forward to it. So just a little bit of an update on how FP1 went. It's been a bit manic trying to get just unclip that. It's been a bit manic trying to get some content done and all that, because it's just a completely different environment to club racing, but we're learning. But anyway, talking about FP1, so we went out and the plan was to go out there, have some fun, learn the bike, understand the bike, and build off that. However, we got about 3 laps in. About 3 laps in, and we were running the top 10 for a little bit, which is good. I think there was like 36 riders out on track at the time. So we were running top 10, still way off the pace though, because we weren't pushing, but I was just getting used to the bike. So yeah, and then as I was tagging on the back of a fast lad, and wanted to see what they were doing that I wasn't doing, see how they're using the bike, how I wasn't using the bike, and just learn from the people around me and get comfortable. However, on that lap, which was considerably quicker than the ones I've done before, but on that lap anyway, I got black flagged, so number 35 flashed up and pulled me in. So I came in thinking, well, I didn't know what it was for. Anyway,
they believed that I was one of the riders that rode at Cadwell the weekend just gone. So they sanctioned me for it and said that I can't go out for the rest of the session. It's a misunderstanding. Went down to race control afterwards. I nearly got a telling off, but then when they realised it wasn't actually me, they apologised, and it was like, look, is what it is. It's one of them things, right? Yeah, it's frustrating because it would have been nice to do the whole session, and we only got 3 laps in practice, but it is what it is. It's one of them, and we're heading out for qualifying in the next like 40 minutes. So yeah, I'll have to use qualifying to get used to the bike a little bit, and then set a couple of times, come in, see where we're at, and yeah, just keep building off that. So
good evening. It is, I don't even know what time it is, but it's gone midnight here, and we're in the major trauma unit in Hull following a crash at the end of qualifying at Cadwell Park. Got a total of 4 laps in free practice. I got a total of 8 laps in qualifying before crashing. So yeah, I have a lot of morphine in me at the moment, so I'm feeling alright, but I'll give you the rundown of what happened. It was a very, very strange crash. Really, yeah, I haven't had a crash like that before. So the only conversation that made sense to help me see it clearly is a conversation that I had with Ron straight afterwards, because I couldn't understand how it happened. At first I thought maybe that the front brake locked, or I don't know, but after speaking to Ron and also John on the phone about it, I believe that as I was going in, the back was getting a little bit happy anyway, right? But it was manageable. It felt under control of the last 7 laps prior to that, 7-8 laps prior to that. And this time, as I went to tip into the apex, tip into the corner, looking towards it beyond the apex, it was as if the rear re-gripped and pointed me straight. And when that happened, and my trail brake, the pressure, I think, well, yeah, I think it was just a combination of it straightening up and then the brake pressure, and it just sent me over the bars at over 100 mile an hour. And luckily, I landed on grass. And I stayed away from the bike, luckily. But yeah, it was a big one. It really was a big one. But the Orange Army, the paramedics, BSB staff and organisers, they were absolutely amazing. They did their checks, but then towards the end of their checks, they originally thought it was clear, until they did one last check of me sitting up and trying to stand up. But as I sat up, I just couldn't. The pain was just a bit too much, I'll be honest. So they sent me to major trauma in Hull. I don't know, this is a little bit long, but I'm just trying to give you the rundown without losing my mind. And I have a lot of morphine in, as I said, so we'll get there. Anyway, we come here, we've done a CT scan and whatnot. And I've done 7, 8, 9 and 10. Number 7, 8, 9 and 10 ribs in my back. I've broken them. And I've also done my L1 and L2 compression fracture. So, proper job. Right now I'm just waiting to jump on a ward. And then have an MRI tomorrow morning, or tomorrow at some point. But we're in good spirits, we're positive. Could have been a lot worse. I know it's still not ideal, it's still, you know, fairly serious injuries, right? But yeah, we're in good spirits, and we're looking ahead with the recovery and what we can do to come back and get back on the bike, right? But yeah, Dad's just off to find me a sandwich right now because I'm starving. I haven't eaten since like midday, and it's gone to it might even be like 1 a.m. right now, and that beacon's doing my head in. But they got me on the old oxygen. They got this little thing on me. But yeah, so by the time this video comes out, I'd have already put on, Rocket Aston Racing would have already put an update, and I would have already put an update on my other socials. But I just wanted to add this in to give a little bit more context of the situation, I suppose. But yeah, I can't thank the organisation, the organisers, BSB, Orange Army, paramedics, and everyone enough, because they were absolutely amazing. So yeah, I will do another update, I'm sure, either later tonight or tomorrow. But for now, I'm flagging a little bit, so I'm gonna try and put my head down until they get me into a trauma ward. I was really enjoying the F900 as well, and we weren't out there looking for fast laps. We were just building and having fun and playing with it, really. That's what I was out there doing. I was having fun and learning. Yeah, I think we got down to a 38.4. Again, it's no special lap time, right? But I think it was like 3 seconds off of the top 2 boys. And they're flying. They're doing really well. I wouldn't mind getting some sleep, but that beacon is doing my head in. It's bright as anything anyhow. Loud. It's just not ideal.
How's your pain, doll?
So that was the lovely nurse popping in and saying, "Do you need anything?" Asking if I wanted to top up on pain meds, actually. So that was an easy answer. That was a yes. So yeah, I'm still waiting. There's no beds available at the moment, like in the ward, you know. So I'm just perching here for a bit. Start 2 a.m. now, I think. So quite tired. But I'm like overtired, you know, so I'm tired, but I'm also like, you know, got too many things going on in my own noggin to be sleeping. So yeah, just thank you to the people that helped me this weekend and given me the opportunity. So, you know, Will, Ron, Anne, and the whole team. You know, we've got Dave. He's been helping us. I say Dave. There's 3 Daves that's been helping us. They've been amazing. So I know it's been a bit short-lived this weekend, but hopefully for the future, hopefully for the future we can finish off a weekend and keep building. But yeah. I'm a mess right now. I know I'm a bit of a mess, but I've got a nice warm blanket, so cozy. Oh yeah. Also, do you want to see what I've got to piss in? Hold on. Wait there. Because I can't move right now, I'm not allowed to sit up. So I've got to roll on my side and get it in that tiny hole there. Well, yeah, so that's going to be fun. I know I'm probably going to piss everywhere, right? But makes things a little bit harder, doesn't it? Because I've just dropped it on the floor. Well, I need help now. It's good stuff. My little sippy cup. Oh. And look what else I got. A little potty. Yeah, a bit of pain there.
Try again.
You have to keep turning. Keep turning now.
So I've just been given this by the physiotherapist. Because obviously I've got the rib fractures. And she wants me to breathe this in like 3 or 4 times, like every half an hour. To see what I can get to. Not too bad so far, yeah. It's giving me a little bit of pain, but it all helps, right? So yeah, just keep me busy. But they have been prodding me everywhere. Right, it is. What's the time? There you go. 10 past 8 in the morning on Monday. Oh, normally I'd be getting ready to ride, but I'm here. Barely slept last night, I'm going to be honest. The pain felt alright yesterday, but yeah, last night and this morning the pain is quite bad, but I'm able to stand, slowly move around. But yeah, they've given me this bowl there, so I can have a wash because I stink. So I'm gonna have a wash now. So I had my wash, but now I'm tempted to just sit up in this chair for a bit. They brought me some Cocoa Pops and some toast and coffee. So I'm just gonna sit here and chill for a little bit. I'm in a little bit of pain, I'll be honest. Got some spasms going on and whatnot, but yeah. I understand that this video is probably not going to be the most exciting. I get that, but people have asked that they want to see the ins and the outs of racing, whether it goes good or whether it goes bad, right? So this is when it goes bad, I suppose. But can't complain too much. Got some Cocoa Pops. Sat, got a nice little view, got a coffee. Got some toast, I'm gonna put some jam on. So, we'll stay positive. What's happened has happened. Through 7 to 10, we've broken the ribs and we've fractured L1 and L2. But we'll get a plan in place and we'll get back to where we need to be. Simple. Something like that. Okay then, so this is going to help me pass through. And this is going to take the edge off again because I need it. This is the good stuff, morphine. And this is relax something. Yeah.
too bad.
Yeah, welcome to the crib. Nice little view of, oh shit. Nice little view of wherever we are. Where are we? Oh. Anything nice out there? I don't really see much, to be honest. Yeah. Cozy, eh? We're up and walking. About time. Well, we're out of the hospital and we're on the way back home now. And it is uncomfortable, I'll tell you that. But we're going home. I'm looking forward to getting into bed, taking some pain medication. Yeah, got everything. And yeah, road to recovery now. And here's the suit. Just a quick thing to end the video, I suppose. Nearly forgot about this, so I do apologise. So yeah, we're home now. Just to summarise the whole situation, we joined Rocket Haslam Racing for the weekend as a wildcard. Settled really well within the team. They were really, welcoming and supportive. No expectations, just got out and learn the bike and whatnot. But yeah, we went out into free practice one, and unfortunately got sanctioned because they thought that I was another rider that had raced at Cadwell the weekend prior. So I did three or four laps and got black flagged for that. And then went down to race control afterwards, got it all cleared up. And look, it is what it is. It's one of them things. They apologised and was like, we thought it was you, obviously not. But yeah, went out into qualifying. Again, no expectations, just wanted to fully understand the bike, how it felt with the track. Again, not pushing for times, not looking to do anything special, because if you don't understand the bike, you start pushing for laps and it goes wrong. In my case, I wasn't pushing and it still went wrong. Yeah, so it's a bit of an odd one. Very, very strange crash for me, which resulted in me now wearing this. So just a quick rundown of what actually happened. I can't remember what I said on the other videos, to be honest, because I was way off it with morphine and whatnot. But as I was going into park, I was on the brakes, braking at the 2 board. Didn't feel like that was too late or anything. I've been doing it the last couple of laps. I weren't pushing on that lap either. But going into braking, the back end stepped out a little bit, and I was happy with that. The back end was coming up and stepping out a little bit, but it wasn't anything that was out of the ordinary. I was quite comfortable with the bike doing that. And what we think happened is, as it stepped out and was lifting, instead of just kind of skipping and sliding a little bit as I was tipping in, it re-gripped, pointed me straight, and at that point I'd run out of road, and the brake pressure was on and over the bars at say 120 or whatever it was, and landed pretty hard. And the best way that I could describe what it sounded like and what it felt like was
So if you just put a load of crisps in your mouth and crunch down, it was like that crunch as soon as I landed. And it was, yeah, not nice, to be honest. I couldn't breathe. It was really uncomfortable. I made sure that I could move my hands, my legs and all that. So when I was laid there, I could move, and then I tried to get up and I couldn't move. And that was what I think put me into a bit of a panic and a shock. And then, you know, I was trying to get my leathers undone and my helmet off and whatnot. And yeah, I can't thank the Cadwell Park marshals and medics and doctors enough, because, you know, because of the care and the support that they gave me on track and getting me to the med centre and checking me over and whatnot, all the way up until, you know, the CMS guys took me from track to Hull Royal Infirmary. So yeah, everyone's been amazing. The whole Rocket Aslam team, they've been so nice, and all the people over social media as well. The support and the care for me has been amazing. So thank you all for that. It is really appreciated. So the plan now is, what it looks like is 8 to 12 weeks recovery. And I've kind of set out like a recovery plan for myself. It's a flexible one, because you never know, it could go good, it could go a little bit worse, but I've set myself out like a 4-week block by block sort of recovery plan on kind of my goals and where I'm expected to improve and start feeling better and being able to do more and more, in turn to get back on a bike and feeling good for either the end of the year or next year. So yeah, I got back last night. I've just been to the doctors to put in the referral for a 2-week x-ray, because they've taken essentially like a reference x-ray yesterday, and they want another one in 2 weeks time, just to make sure that the compression fractures in my spine are healing as they should. And if they are, then happy days, and we can keep going forward with the rest of recovery. If for whatever reason they deteriorate and collapse, then that could be another story, right? But as long as I'm rigid and I follow the recovery and the rest and recovery to the T, I should be okay in that sense. So yeah, to wrap up, thank you everyone for the support. I really appreciate it. I loved being a part of the Rocket Aslam team at BSB. It was amazing. You know, I met so many lovely people. If you follow me on the social media, you've probably seen some of my posts anyway. But yeah, it was an experience while it lasted, and I'm looking forward to more of that towards the end of the year or next year. Now I'm going to get some rest.